All right, so pay attention to yourself inside of the pre-round. How do you feel?
I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just like waiting for the round to start.
Waiting for the round to start to do what? To keep waiting? You're still going Guardian Light and you didn't even buy your second blind? Why do we buy a worse weapon here? What's your reasoning?
No idea. I buy like Vandal Light every round, so I have no idea. I think so I could buy the round after.
Why would you want to buy the round after when your entire team's buying this round?
I don't know. I guess I like to have a Vandal every round.
You like to have a Vandal every round as you purchase a Guardian is the craziest statement I've ever heard in my entire life.
A rifle.
Brother, if you're enjoying the content, feel free to join my Discord server, linked below. This is where you can win a free coaching session for yourself, or you can subscribe and get a bunch of other benefits, like the ability to watch every single coaching session I've ever done. You can get your tracker reviewed live on stream, or you can sit in with me while I break down pro players' gameplay and explain why they do the things that they do. Or maybe you just want to enter sub wars and destroy some of my other subscribers live on stream. Anyways, enough selling out. Have a good one.
I have to say, maybe towards the end of this VOD, I might crash out on my Sova just a little bit.
Okay. So, if you play a perfect game, I'll allow you to crash out onto your Sova.
Okay. Clearly not. I submitted the VOD, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just watched my Reyna run around for the first 20 seconds in the pre-round, come up with no fight plan, not break any dart. My Clove naturally breaks his dart. Good job, Clove. Good support player. And you did nothing.
I think I was checking if the recording was working. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. I'll allow the
Not
cope
sure.
for one round. We'll allow the cope for one round.
Let me know when you want one.
What the fuck are we aiming at?
I don't know.
We've checked that the recordings began. You're aiming at a wall? We're not ready for a fight? We're not looking for a fight?
Oh, okay. I remember. I heard Marcova darting, and for some reason I thought it was their Sova.
But didn't we just watch our Clove break the Sova dart in front of us?
Right.
So,
I was paying attention, yeah.
My question is, how are you allowed to flame people when you look like an absolute buffoon?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not even 10 seconds into the VOD, brother.
Right.
You just shot your Sova. All right, fair enough.
Oh yeah, I also have a problem where I'll start a lot of my games like going really crazy, like 15-5, 12-4, like really good kills, really good KD, and then as the game goes on, I fall off a lot.
So I've got a question for you. What do you think about you running AFK on rafters back and forth for the first 30 seconds of the VOD with no idea about what you want to do in the round? How do you feel about that?
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you don't have a single plan, bro. We have no plan, no idea what we want to do. We're sitting quite literally in spawn. We're essentially forcing our team to play 5v4. Well, at least we had an idea about what we wanted to do. We went B side, and we're playing yellow. Now, honestly, if I were here, I probably, since I've never played B and I've showed myself an A, you know, I might want to alter this fight a little bit to give myself a little bit more of an advantage or catch people off guard. But at least we're coming up with an idea. So I would alter this idea to have my Viper be breaking the drone, probably, or something along those lines, and me sitting in this corner and asking for it, rather than just sitting yellow. But Viper showing yellow isn't the worst.
My orb is kind of the one way.
I like to play back yellow because I like the timing when they run out and they're looking at like top side or on site, and then I just peek out of back yellow and kill them.
Yeah, but like that's also like you don't have to necessarily always play back yellow because
Yeah.
how do I put this? Like
Orb's going
you can
down.
play more aggressive and then eventually transition into a back yellow position.
They know I'm here.
As you see here, they're all like focused on you, right? Because we haven't really called
know
for a
I'm
fight, but yeah. Yeah, and then here, it's like you kind of just have to. How do I explain this? Okay, so you take this first fight. After you take the first fight, you have to expect a second person to be here. I'm fine with you healing. I don't think it's the worst, but you notice how you're running forward and you're already pre-aiming, but there's a high probability that people are going to be up, and you know that there's somebody close to this yellow box, which means you can be swung. Since you can be swung, you shouldn't be going super far forward at a super fast rate. So this is where you'd activate like as for crosshair placement wise, you'd want to wall trace. Like you'd want your crosshair to be like right here, off of the wall, because of the fact that there's a possibility you can be swung. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Where here, you're trying to do pre-aim crosshair technique onto what I believe is probably this angle here, ignoring all the possibility of somebody being in this location, which is just really bad. And that's why you die for it here. All right, so pay attention to yourself inside of the pre-round. How do you feel?
I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just like waiting for the round to start.
Waiting for the round to start to do what? To keep waiting?
To kill them while they come out. That's my plan.
To kill them while they come out. That's my plan. So you don't have a plan?
No.
You have no idea what util they're going to use. You have no idea what fight you actually want to take. You're just going to find yourself into a position and hope that you win the gunfight. Do you
Something like
maybe
that.
see why your gameplay is probably inconsistent when you have absolutely zero idea about what you want to accomplish, and then why, sometimes things will just randomly work and sometimes things won't? Do you maybe feel that it has to do with the fact that you have no idea what you want to accomplish?
Yeah, sometimes I feel lost and feel like I just die for no reason.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Probably because I'm not making a plan or something.
If you don't have an idea about what you want to accomplish, then you're not going to be able to accomplish that goal, and you're not going to be able to find consistent results. Right?
Right.
And from your perspective, you don't have a plan. Now, I'm not saying you have to communicate it perfectly with your teammates. I'm not saying that these teammates need to work together in synchronization beautifully, right? You are in a ranked environment. But something as simple as, yo, Clove, can you break the dart for me? I'm going to go swing close. Right? That's a very basic strategy. Very easy. Only one person's involved. Very easy to follow. I'm not asking you to go, hey, guys, what we're going to do here is we're going to walk up A site at exactly 125. And at 125, after the Sova dart is scanned, we're going to be able to take a couple close fights because the enemy has not articulated the fact that we're going to go up close. Huh, nerd emoji, adjust. Like, we don't need that shit. Right?
Right.
We just need a basic, like, any planned fight would be an improvement from what I'm seeing.
80 on Reyna.
Spike down B. Cutting their vision.
You flash, you take a fight. It's fine into the mid round. I don't mind you looking for that fight. How are we alive? What are we looking at? Like, where's your danger sense? Where's your, like, oh, yes, it is time to do something. Like, brother.
I didn't know they could be up.
Brother, you were turning around and looking at a rocket.
I think I was wondering why it didn't kill me.
This is awesome. This is awesome. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Real. Real. Alright. Very basic here. There's a lot of threats around you. We should be looking for a fight that we want to take in this moment. Because a lot of things happening. Remember how you're like, oh, I really like it when they're running up yellow and I feel I can get a timing swing on them because they're looking towards main or top site. This is that exact situation. They're scaling out. This is a perfect time for you to swing. Look for a fight. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, it was also a raised rocket. You probably could have just looked for the fight and looked for the dismiss kill if you wanted to, so that way our Viper doesn't die. But somehow my Viper ends up looking for the kill and gets it, which makes no sense against Kinkmaster Shiso. So, but yeah, you just die to Glizzy Gobbler looking at a wall. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand like the architecture of this wall could be pretty to you, but let's be ready for a gunfight, man. This is tough
30
love.
seconds left.
Wait, you were about to complain. I heard a bruh. Just a good old bruh.
That's me trying to control myself and not saying anything.
What do you mean not saying anything?
Well, like most of the time when I just say bruh, I just like try not to go like get into it.
What? What is there even to get into?
Like most of the times, like if I die because of a teammate or something.
You didn't die from a teammate.
No,
you
I
died
know,
because
but
you were
I'm
looking at a
saying-
wall.
I'm saying in most cases. That time I said bruh because I didn't think he could already walked up there.
You know what's crazy? Wait, okay, let's say theoretically you didn't think you could walk up there. What made you think that he couldn't walk up there?
I saw my Viper top side looking there.
Cutting their vision.
And my chamber, I think.
What's on screen right now?
Me looking at a rocket.
No. What is on screen right now?
I don't get it.
So, go back to your previous sentence 2 seconds ago.
Oh, that I saw the Viper top site.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what's on screen right now?
Viper in front of me.
Fighting, right? And
Yeah.
what is the Viper fighting that probably Reyna's better suited to fight?
The race rocket.
The Raze Rocket, because, the Viper's going to die no matter what, right? So, what is there, once again, to be upset about?
I don't know. The fact that I died.
I can't understand why you're upset. Like, we're getting upset about something that makes objective no sense when literally the person that you just complained about was fighting the Raze Rocket in front of you. Does that make sense? Like, we're all not delusional, right?
No, yeah. But I'm
Alright,
saying
perfect.
in that specific case, I didn't say bruh because of my teammates. I just
No,
said
but
bruh because I just
you're getting
died.
upset, and then I was like, why didn't you think you could be up? And because the Viper was top site,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me,
yeah.
it sounds like you're upset because you didn't think that the Reyna could be there because of somebody else's fault, when in reality, you were the one that was sharing their architecture.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Glad we understand each other. Yeah, you should go Vandal here, Vandal Light or Reyna. I don't know why you switched to a Bulldog. Your whole team, or why you switched to a Guardian. Your whole team's buying. You're still going Guardian Light, and you didn't even buy your second blind. Why do we buy a worse weapon here? What's your reasoning?
No idea. I buy like Vandal Light every round, so I have no idea. I think so. I could buy the round after.
Why would you want to buy the round after when your entire team's buying this round?
I don't know. I guess I like to have a Vandal every round, or like a good weapon, a rifle.
Like to have a Vandal every round as you purchase a Guardian is the
Well,
craziest statement I've ever heard in my entire life.
A rifle.
Brother. I swear to God, it's every Reyna player, because I think the last Reyna player, it was Doomer that I coached, right? That was delusional as well. If he's in here, you're catching a stray. It's every Reyna player. Every Reyna player is completely delusional. This guy's giving NA a bad name.
Guardian.
All down in 3.
Spike planted.
Okay,
Spike
this is something
planted.
very simple that I'm going to teach you real quick, okay? If the enemy team is in a 4v3 and the bomb has just gone down and you know exactly where somebody is, just pause. Notice how you're walking forward here? By you walking forward, you're making this fight a lot harder on yourself because you have to stop walking forward before you're allowed to shoot. And on top of this, when you're walking forward at somebody, you're not actually moving on their screen. You're just walking forward. You're making yourself a bigger target. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So here, because there's so much time left, all you have to do is sit here and wait for this Reyna to peek you and make the mistake and take the fight. But because you're walking forward, it makes your shot a lot harder and their shot a lot easier. Right? So you kind of get caught off by Glizzy Gobbler. Dude, we can't be getting Reyna diffed by Glizzy Gobbler in Diamond. That's just not allowed. Headshot.
70 on Reyna.
Look for another. You dismiss away from the damage. Break the eye for your Viper. Good.
Top 80.
One enemy remaining.
Omen was pipes.
Fighting the Omen. 3v1. And tuck from the angle, sure.
Spike.
Going flank here, I definitely think is a wrong play and the wrong call. Do you know why I think it's a wrong call?
They could still be looking at me.
I mean, that's possible. I mean, the guy planted the bomb right now, as you see Spike planted on screen. So probably not logical. The guy can't be looking at us.
Play with my team.
Play with your team, yeah. What's the win condition here?
My ult. B. I don't know.
Your ult is not a win condition. It's just a stimulant. So a win condition is something that is going to increase your probability of winning the round or a strength that you already have. So for example, a breach ult into the start of the round would be a win condition because it gives you an advantage, right? So here, when we pay attention, there is 3 people alive on your team and 1 person alive on the enemy team, which means your win condition is the fact that you have more people alive than the enemy, right? And the best way to take advantage of a 3v1 is to take a fight together. Agreed? Because when you take a 3v1 gunfight, the guy cannot kill all 3 of you unless he gets incredibly lucky, which, does happen sometimes, which is a little unfortunate. By you running flank here inside of this 3v1, you're opening up the Omen to potentially go back or even go forward, so he can go back to you and take the 1v1 on you, or he can go forward and take the 1v1 onto your teammates that are on site, which is enabling him a time window to play to not your win condition and his win condition. And his win condition in a 1v3 is to look for fights. Agreed?
Yeah.
Right, so you going flank here is suboptimal. It's not the biggest deal. It's a 3v1. I'm gonna be honest, but if you pay attention, wait, look where we see the Omen. You'll see it on the minimap. Now imagine if you went with your Viper back here instead. You and the Viper would be taking this fight together. Agreed?
Oh no, I remember what happened this round.
Oh no, there's my Viper dying in the 1v1. Now my Reyna, if we would have pathed towards our Viper because we had the opportunity to, this wouldn't have happened.
Last player
Oh
standing.
no, our Open once again to my Clove going Snowman by themselves, finding another 1v1. And now it's a 1v1. Our win condition has been eliminated because the Omen understood what his win condition was, and he found the situations that he needed to. Now let's see what happens in this 1v1. Now flank is obvious. True. Oh! Oh! So we missed a little bit. Cost us the duel. We whiffed like 10 bullets. All good. Hit him 2 times.
Switching sides.
And yeah, so not only do we make the wrong play, mechanically we miss as well, and we can't convert. But you know that happens sometimes. The thing is, mechanical mistakes and stuff like that happens is not a big deal. Like truthfully, and I'm gonna be so honest with you. It's funny to me that you whiffed. Like I'm laughing a lot. I have a big grin on my face. I won't lie. It happened. But at the same time, you just needed to recognize that you needed to play to your win condition here. And if you would have played to your win condition, this round would have been closed out, no problem. Oh, we're AFK at the start of the round. Man. Dude, imagine. So I want you to just imagine, right? If somebody had a gun to your head, a squirt gun, obviously, not a real one, and said, if you don't win this game, I'm going to pull the trigger. Would you play like this?
No.
No, right? You have no urgency. You have no care. You do not give a shit. You are not trying. I always make that analogy to show people that they don't put in effort. My goal with the Valorant community is to make effort cool again. That's my new goal. I have a new goal. I have a new ambition. Putting in effort is cool. Like, dude.
1, 2.
Did I see how my enemies are playing in my elo and I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm losing to that? Then I realized I just suck.
Real.
Play for so well.
Because, like, I guarantee you there's one motherfucker on the enemy team who's playing exactly like you are. At least. Alright, we're in a 4v2. We've got numbers advantage. We got Sova ult. Bombs being planted for long. And my Reyna goes and swings and takes the 1v1 and gives the opening. Remember how I said earlier that, hey, the guy's probably going to peek and give you an opening into the round? You're that guy that gives the opening.
But I feel like I should have won that fight.
I feel like you shouldn't have taken that fight.
Right.
Right. Okay, good.
Yeah, real.
We can't complain about the deficit that we have as well. Alright, my Sova actively threw the dart. Okay. All good. All good. The enemy Omen is not one-waying, but instead throwing 2 smoke. Like, this is what I mean. Everyone in this game is so bad. Like, everyone in this game is horrible. I have my enemy Omen, who is smoking like this and this. My Sova is throwing a 1-bounce Sonic Dart onto yellow, making it easier for this guy to shoot the fucking dart. I've got my Reyna baiting the entire team. My Viper's the only one doing something reasonable. This guy's working mid at least. He's containing some variation of the map, right? Like, all of us are horrible. Every single one of us. Look at my chamber. Look at my chamber. Look at this. Look at this guy. Ready? Nah, like, it's so funny. Oh my god, my Viper's mid and he hasn't thrown his wall and we're 46 seconds left in the round. Nah, the Viper was doing something reasonable in the situation, but dude, he hasn't thrown his wall. You're right. You guys are right. Everyone in this game, every single person on your team is f***ing horrible. Okay? We've got a baiting Reyna. We've got a chamber that can't walk in a straight line. We've got my fucking Omen on the enemy team throwing some of the worst smokes imaginable. My Sova's being the spearhead throwing the worst dart I've ever seen. Right? It's just like, none of it makes sense. Literally nothing. There's not a single thing in this round that is going correct. Now, I also want you guys to keep in mind that this is the top 10% of the game. This is the top 10% for income equivalent. For income equivalent. I want you to understand, that's the same thing as making $120,000 a year in the United States. Just to show you how ridiculous that sounds. This is the intelligence level of people making 120K a year, like 6 figures. I agree, let's look for some fights. Find the fight.
Last
Fine.
player standing. Spike down.
See if we can
B.
find more fights. Could be flank, yeah. Brother, do you have audio? Brother.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't think he was gonna literally fly over yellow.
What do you
That's
think?
crazy.
He's satcheling towards you. You hear him.
I don't know. I was too focused on the fight.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I thought he was
My
gonna
Silva
satchel to my
darting,
right, and then he just.
Wait,
bombs
no,
above
no,
me.
no. Listen to yourself. I'm gonna make you listen to yourself because that is insane.
What the?
Wait, what did I say?
Oh my fucking god.
I think
What
they
is
might
my
have enough.
Silva darting, bro? What the is he darting?
No thanks.
I want to ask, in this event, what any of that in your death had to do with the fact of your Sova darting?
Wait, where did he even dart?
Anyway, thank you so much for the VOD. It was a lot of good content. Hopefully you didn't take anything to heart. Remember, this rule is now being applied to everyone. If you come to me and you're like super low past your peak, I'll come up with an agreement. For our individual hero here, if he comes back or he hits his peak and comes back with another coaching session, I will give him a $25 gift card and Valorant points. $25 Valorant point card, right?
I got you, bro.
So you can clip it, you can do whatever. But the general rule of thumb is if you go 200 RR past your peak after you submit a VOD, you'll get a $25 gift card. I want to make Trying cool again. This is the only way I can influence you guys. Apparently, the only thing people care about is money. So there you go. That's it.